Happy Valentine's Day. This is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food. And here we are. And look at this. I've even been practicing my little heart. And you've got to notice this. A red bathrobe just for Valentine's Day. The lengths and the efforts I make to be professional in this video is just unbelievable. A red bathrobe for Valentine's Day. I just know no limits in my style. Anyway, hello, welcome, Valentine's Day. I don't have a red mug. My poppy is the closest that I can get to. So anyway, here it is. It's Sunday, it's Valentine's Day. And that does not mean a day off from your program, even though it is strategically placed on a Sunday. So you can have all the treats in the world, because you can call it your treat day, hopefully not cheat day, and you can have all the things that you're hoping you're getting, and if not, you'll have some of the others that you made sure the other person's getting, which just happened to be your favorite. Not that I would ever do that. I almost did. I went to that special chocolate place for Greg, and I got him a pound of soft chocolates, but I almost got him Panucci fudge, not because Panucci fudge is his favorite, but I didn't. Do I get points? My treat meal was last night, and I made my first almond meal pizza, and it came out really, really good. I did cut my finger on the food processor, but yes, it came out really, really good. And the Greg, I asked him if he was on board with trying it, and he said, sure. And he loved it. And he said he thinks I'm a great cook, and he said that, but he doesn't like the things that I cook 2 days in a row. But he said that I would have 2 days in a row. So it's almond flour, and it is coconut oil. And he said, I don't know what this taste is. I've never tasted this in a crust. It's delicious. I said, maybe it's the coconut oil. And 2 eggs. I mean, how simple is that? And you roll it out between the parchment paper, and then you brush it with olive oil and par bake, and then you add your toppings. And I did it a la the pizza chefs on Dr. Oz, where he was crushing the whole can of tomatoes, and I got organic ones, and I crushed them. I think I drained them more the next time with some oregano, and then some fresh mozzarella on top, and fresh basil. I mean, it was divine. And even though I allowed 2 pieces for each of us, I only had half of my second piece, so it's a totally filling. It was delicious, and would I do it again? In a heartbeat. And then, for dessert, I made creme brulee, which I always make for him, but I've never had one of mine. I never even had one. So I had one. And so I've already had my treat meal, my Valentine's meal, even though it's probably nothing like what you would think for Valentine's Day. So tomorrow I work today I work until 5, Valentine's Day. So, you know, I wouldn't have been making the pizza because it wouldn't have been ready till 7 o'clock because of the medical emergency. Sarah's using her food processor. Get out the Band-Aids. And so, yeah. So, tonight will just be I think it will be lamb chops. That's kind of festive. They're on sale at Star. They're grass-fed, $4.99 a pound. Hey, you know? And I have 2 of them, and they're great. So anyway, that's, oh yeah, that's right. This is about food, isn't it? So, I know that you probably might be allowing yourself some sugar. It doesn't matter what plan you're on. Smart Points, low carb, high fat, any of the other ones in between, the variations, paleo, etc. sugar is not on anybody's list to have. So please be careful, because we know that sugar, it's a gateway drug for us. That would make a great video. Sugar is a gateway drug. It is. It lights up your brain like an opiate. And I noticed that last night when I finished the creme brulee with a little bit of caramel sauce on it that I did count. I did do the points. It's very high in sugar. And would I do it again? No, because I could feel it, and in my head saying, more, more, have another tablespoon of caramel. It's delicious. And so, no, I wouldn't have that. I would just have the creme brulee. If I had to have something on it, I would have had maybe fresh raspberries or something like that, because all the fresh berries are here in the fridge for the week, and so they'd be at their optimum. If I was planning on having it again, which I won't because I like my fat bomb, but it calls for, the batch that I make calls for 1/4 of a cup of sugar and 1/4 of a cup of brown sugar, and I'd make 1/4 of the cup Zyla to cut it way back. So, you know, it's a better bad choice. It's got the heavy cream and the egg yolks. For those of you on Smart Points, you're probably gasping for air at this point. But anyway, so it's Valentine's Day, and if you don't have a sweetheart, that doesn't mean that you can have all the sugar in the world to make up for it. Trust me, it's not a good idea. So just beware of the sugar today, because you want to love yourself. You want to love your heart. And remember that sugar turns to fat in your little body. And if a little body is what you're aiming for, you need to stay away from it. It's very dangerous for us. Sugar, and for people like me, wheat, but sugar for all of us. There's not one of us listening that can eat sugar with permission, and it's quite okay. And if you are watching this and you do eat sugar without permission, you need to watch this more and watch other programs more, other podcasts. There's plenty of free apps out there. Use the apps that are free, or join Weight Watchers, or Lose It has one free app, but then they have the premium, which I did, so I could get my ratios of fat, carbs, and proteins, $39 a year. That works, less than $1 a week. And take care of yourself. The sugars are the tough part, and now I'm just down to my berries, and that's it for the day as far as like a sweetened fruit goes. I used to have 5 to 7 when I was on the Weight Watchers program before they went to Smart Points, and so I was like spiking my blood sugar, as you can imagine, 5 to 7 times a day with the fruit, because I was a chronic, constant eater. You know, I was eating every 2 hours. Now my meals are my bulletproof coffee in the morning between 3 and 4. And then around 10:30, my tummy tells me it's hungry. And if I was at work, I'd have bone broth. And maybe I'm home and I'll have bone broth. And then between 11 and 12, I would have some sort of lunch. And I have to make sure it has enough fat in it to carry me through till 5. Today, that will be the JJ Virgin mousse thing that I make. It could be a smoothie with more liquid, but I only use a half a cup of coconut milk to keep it to the consistency that I need to eat it with a spoon, because I like to eat it with a spoon. And I think I might throw some baby organic spinach leaves in it, because those are in the house, because I'm making a frittata this week as well. So a lot of exciting things going on at this household. Then the other thing is that I put in it is the meal replacement powder, ground flaxseed, coconut oil, and just the blueberries for the color. And then on top of this little mousse-like adventure, I have the rest of the berries, half an ounce of dry roasted cashews, and 15 grams, 1 teaspoon of cocoa nibs, organic cocoa nibs that I got at Whole Foods. And that is surprisingly filling, and it holds me over until dinner. Oh, it's wonderful. So anyway, that's it. It's Valentine's Day, and love is in the air. Facebook is a fun place to see what all kinds of people do. I saw a heart-shaped pizza with pepperoni on it, heart-shaped. I thought that was adorable. And so kinds of fun stuff. But seeing this was my first attempt at making a pizza, and obviously not very trained in my food processor. I wasn't getting fancy. I was just getting it in the oven. Medic, call a medic. And so that's it. So track your food. If today is the day that you have a treat, make sure, oh, heart-shaped pancakes, those would be fun too. Of course, Weight Watcher approved or paleo. You know, track your food. Stay hydrated. Take care of yourself. Don't light up your sugar brain, because I'm telling you, just after last night, just having that little bit of caramel sauce, my brain was on fire for more sugar. That's how fast it happens. So, this has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food. Have a wonderful Valentine's Day. Comment below. Maybe write what you ate. That would be interesting to hear if it was a treat. I'd love to hear it. And the points that you calculated for it. Have a wonderful day. I will see you next time. You don't want a messy Monday. No messy Mondays. No, no, no. Bye-bye for now.